Hello, Internet. This is The Movie. My name is James.
My name is Blaise.
This is the show where we pitch the next big franchise to Hollywood. What needs to be a movie? Well, I'm going another dog route again. We were on this animal thing lately with yours last year. What? Care Bears?
Kipper.
Oh, Kipper. I'm not familiar with Kipper, the dog.
I don't know. He's just a dog.
Oh, okay, well, we need Kipper. That might be my next movie. Spot. 2 weeks from now. No, it's something that we already have a movie for, but it has been irrelevant for a few years, though.
Benji.
He just got his movie on Netflix. Now you'll be like, damn, I should have guessed it. It's Scooby Doo. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
What the fuck happened? Why did we mess up Scooby Doo
James
so
Gunn's
badly?
been writing it right now.
Or again.
He's writing the new one.
But very similar, though. I do want to go with another upcoming horror filmmaker. Like, how did James Gunn get the opportunity to do Scooby Doo? Kudos to him, but the only movie I really like by James Gunn is like Slither. Like, and then but that's not even groundbreaking. But like, I just find it trippy that like he got to do Scooby Doo.
Was Scooby Doo before Slither?
I think he had only written Dawn of the Dead and maybe a couple other rewrite projects, but other than that, though, I think that was it.
That's weird. I haven't seen the those Scooby Doo movies. Were they good? Did you like them?
No, they're terrible.
Oh, really?
They're absolutely like the worst thing ever.
Really? I thought like they at least have some clout.
Like they might be like the movies to watch, like baked, like for a midnight movie audience nowadays. Like I don't know if that's the case, but they're pretty terrible and forgotten. The cast was relevant back then and stuff. And I'd want to kind of go smaller names for this time around for a movie like this, though. But
Scrappy.
Scrappy is the villain.
Names, the smallest of names. Why is Scrappy a villain? No, let's not make him a villain in the new one.
He's just not going to be in it at all. I don't know. I know a lot of people. Don't
even start this fight with me.
A lot of people like Scrappy. I'm not a fan.
A lot of people. I like Scrappy.
Yeah.
I think Scrappy's better than Scooby. Change my mind.
Okay. This is just a whole argument we're going to need to do for a separate YouTube video.
This is a separate video.
Yeah. This could be something we could bring up in the sequel because this is going to be a franchise right here. This is going to be the next big thing. So who do I want to helmet? You're like, wait, you're probably going to be like, who's that? Joe Lynch. Yeah.
Who's that?
Yeah. Well, you already know who he is, but what's it called? We've brought up Mayhem a couple times on the show, and I just watched it last night. Damn, that movie is super sick, and I want him to bring some horror but fun elements to a PG-13 movie. Just straight up, we're making a PG-13 movie. It doesn't have to be flat out like inappropriate rated R status that a lot of people would want from a Scooby-Doo movie. But kids are still are allowed to see a PG-13 movie.
Yeah,
and also it'll make people just like, oh, sick, we're getting an adult version of Scooby-Doo. Not really. It's PG-13.
Well, look at how much stuff is. We could honestly, let's be honest here. We could easily make this PG and get away with the PG-13.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah,
let's make the PG-13 movie and we'll piss some people off. You know?
Yeah, they're like, oh, this is parental guidance. Like, no, we need you to give this PG-13.
Like we make a lot of adult themes, but just don't use that, clinical PG-13 fuck. We just don't use it. So then we go to PG.
Right. So overall, though, with this, I'd love just it to take place in one location. It can be like not an origin story, but it could start off with the first mystery of what happened. It's fairground is about to close down. One of my favorite episodes is a robot that wreaks havoc at a fairground. I forgot what hidden money or why they were doing it or something. I think they're trying to claim insurance.
The son or something.
You remember that episode?
No, I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Usually it's like, oh, he's like the son or like the old groundskeeper. Some shit. Like every twist was always like it's that one weird guy.
And I don't know why I just see John C. Reilly as a perfect villain or something somehow.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I just like the idea. John C. Reilly being the villain, and the cast I have for the most part. Go Samara Weaving for Daphne. If you don't know who she is, she was in Mayhem. She's also in The Babysitter on Netflix, which I thought was actually a pretty decent movie made by McG, the director that everyone hates.
I would probably say it's McG's best film.
It's McG's best film for sure.
McG still has like a very Transformer-esque like direction style. Like there's a lot of sequences in Babysitter that reminded me of something like, oh, it seemed like Michael Bay shot this.
Right, yeah.
You know?
Some of the angles, like I'm like, oh, that's very uncomfortable for that actress.
Slow-mo and stuff.
Yeah.
But it worked. So Babysitter is definitely a good watch. Go check it out on Netflix if you get a chance.
Yeah. Keeping up with the cast, so we got Samara Weaving for Daphne, everyone's beloved character. Let's continue with the rest. Like, I hope like I'm not gonna fuck up your interpretation of Scooby Doo, like what you imagine.
I have little to no interpretation of Scooby Doo, but mine mainly rests on the character Scrappy.
Gotcha. Yeah. Don't worry, I'll keep you happy in the sequel. Then he's not gonna be a villain. So the hardest though is doing Shaggy. I'll save him for last, but I feel like I made good choices with everyone else. So for Velma, I want Aaliyah Shawkat. I'm sorry if I
feel like she already played that role.
Did
somehow. I feel like every role she's ever played is that role. So that's good. That's a good cast.
Okay. The reason why though was because of Wild Canaries, a great indie movie that's on Netflix. I highly recommend. But that's also like a comedic mystery movie, and that might be what you're thinking of because she does play like kind of the smart Velma in that movie. And so Blake Jenner is who I want for the role of Fred. Blake Jenner, I mean, you know who he is. He's the guy from Everybody Wants Him, the main character.
It's not ringing a bell.
Really?
I could tell he's related to Kris Jenner.
I don't believe he is, but yeah,
like this,
he started from the bottom.
Only one family of those.
Yeah. Now, like I'm sure when I said that name, everyone's like, "What? A Jenner?" Like, no. He started from the bottom, worked his way up.
Are you sure, dude? I guarantee he's related.
Yeah, no, he's not. Like
positive. You've done the research.
When I found out his last name, I was like, "Is he related to the Jenners?" He's not related to the Jenners. Yeah.
All right, you should change his name.
Yeah. He started out with like a Kickstarter project and worked his way up from there, but.
He's going to be playing Fred?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good casting.
Yeah, guy from Everybody Wants Him. He's also in The Edge of 17, and he was recently in American Animals as well. Like, he's slowly building up. Like, he's that guy currently, but not someone that everyone knows yet. And then last up, I guess that brings us to Shaggy. Thomas Middleditch is who I kind of have in mind for Shaggy.
I would definitely... Yeah, you could probably do it.
Yeah, like, I just like... Yeah. So yeah, that is overall my cast for Scooby Doo, and then John C. Reilly somehow being the robot villain of the theme park. So yeah, I just want it to be a fun summer at a theme park. They were trying to enjoy their last week there, a summer, and then like someone's fucking it up, and they're like, "No, we're gonna save the theme park and just have it cheesy." They need to smoke weed. Oh my god! I want it to go like full par, like kind of like
PG-13. I don't think you can inhale smoke in PG-13.
You can't inhale, but you can still like be a stoner. Like essentially, I want it to be along the lines of Anchorman style comedy, where it's not like pushing rated R boundaries, but it's very.
I don't think anyone can smoke, but I think you could definitely have Scooby Snacks be like obviously edibles.
Exactly. Yeah.
I think that's the closest you can get to it.
Yeah, you can have jokes with weed, but you don't have to show them smoking weed on screen and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, I would like if it was more of like a teen comedy, but definitely like, oh, give me one of those.
Yeah, the newest. I love a lot of video essays also on YouTube, and I don't know why they keep showing up on my home screen. I have yet to watch one, but there's a newer Scooby Doo cartoon that recently came out. I'm not sure if it's on Cartoon Network or like one of the kids WB networks or whatever. But I keep seeing that this newest one is like the best interpretation of Scooby Doo since the originals, and that's cool. I'm probably not going to check it out, but that's awesome to hear. And so like if adults are back into watching like Scooby Doo, like it'd be cool to give them something that they've always wanted to see, essentially. And kids are still down to see. And if you see little innuendos of them being stoned, like kids might not understand it, but the 12, 13-year-olds who try to act like they understand all comedy will still have fun with it.
Definitely. And you know that I'm here usually to ask the good questions, the one that's on everyone's mind. But who would you have play Scooby Doo's voice?
Oh, that's a tough one.
And is he going to be CGI or is he going to be puppetry?
A little mixture of both I'd like to do. Yeah. Close-ups, puppetry, and then, of course, like during the action moment. So you got to do CGI.
How about just when he's high? It's all puppetry and stop motion animation. But then it's like CGI most of the time. Because that could be really cool. Like if he was like, if it changed to like stop motion animation in certain scenes, maybe not the whole time. But like if he goes crazy, you know how when he gets those eyes, when he sees the Scooby Snacks and he gets all like.
I just came up with a funny idea actually. Every time they're high, just like have a stop motion Scooby Doo in every scene where they're stoned, essentially.
Claymation or something.
Yeah, and then like once they get sober again, it's back to like just normal.
So who's gonna play his voice?
That I didn't think through, but it could go.
What about Bradley Cooper?
Oh, just because Rocket Raccoon. I mean, you just got to have someone who's really good at doing R's in front of everything. I would just keep it with like the voice.
What about Johnny Depp?
Well, I don't get that one.
You said R's, and I assume he's played a pirate before. So.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I feel like,
but he's not the R style pirate.
I guess.
Yeah.
He made a whole new style of pirate. Mm-hmm. If you think about it.
True. Yeah, that's like now the go-to version of a pirate now.
Yeah. What about? I'm trying to think like who's good at voices. Mm-hmm. I mean, I would honestly say like John C. Reilly. What if Will Ferrell does the voice for it?
We would have to see all their interpretations or versions. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just imagine. Yeah. I just imagine going with the cartoon voice, the current cartoon voice. Yeah. So that wraps it up for my episode of the movie. Tune in next week to see another animal version of the movie. No, just kidding. But let us know what you think of my version of Scooby Doo. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys next week.